Marquis, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, you know what? I respect this man, Marquis B. Every deck he's on, he may not make the best deck, but he's on to something, bro. Marquis, I put that Vegito deck, the two decks I put together, bro, was Topo and Vegeta. I found out I can't play Topo, bro. But I tell you what about that Vegito, bro. Ooh, that Vegito, bro, Marquis, that Vegito. Oh, my bad, we are live. Hold on. Let me start sharing this thing. But that Vegito deck, boy, is fucking lit. I'm like, bro, this deck is free. Bro, bro, you understand because it's so awkward for them to stay at to stay at 4, like exactly right. They're always going down to 3. Bro, I was winning games left and right with Zeno B. I'm like, ooh, shit. Bro, because when you swing, no one remembers about the Vegito leader, like the ability. When you swing, they negate your leader, they negate all that stuff. Bro, you swing with Zeno, it takes a second, no response. I'm like, ooh, this shit is free. Bro, oh my god, that deck is nice. I ain't gonna lie, I'll give it to you, bro. That deck is nice.
So this man was playing he was playing 4 Self Awakeners. He was it was 8 actually, I think. But he was playing the Krellin that takes 8 crit. He was playing the Goku that gets double.
My bad, guys. 1 second.
This man was trying to play aggro Topo. The deck is like a gold deck.
Nah, I couldn't play Topo B. I'm like, that junk was neg.
With his leader at my unison, and I said no negates, and he was like, all right, just 15. And I was like, all right, I'll take 1. And he was like, wait, double strike.
Bro, I can't play that deck, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That deck is neg.
Yo, Eddie, that match that you joined at the very last second when I just won that match,
Yeah.
that match went on forever.
1 second, I'm sharing this. Marquis, you gotta approve it on the time chamber, Roski.
Alright.
Why is it not letting me share to other places? Alright, we're gonna get this started in a little bit, guys. I just gotta spread it out. Dragon Ball.
Approved.
Yeah, this thing is not letting me share to the thing, bro. Let me see. Share to a page. Nope, not page. Yeah, but Marquis, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That Vegito deck is lit. Like, shoo. Like, oh, I just can't explain it. I was playing that deck. You amass so much free stuff. It makes no sense. Yeah, I tell you what, Marquis, bro. You may be an average deck builder, but I'll tell you what, bro. You know how to spot out the best, the best leaders for the format, bro. I'll tell you that, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, B.
You got me fucked.
My boy, yo, Nick, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Before I was playing Piccolo, I was playing Bulma. That boy Marquis had Piccolo, bro. Marquis was like, nah, this deck is good. You're just playing Bulma. It's janky. I'm like, bro, I just spanked you. And it was a close spanking. I'm like, you know what? Let me try this Piccolo real quick, bro. Bro, I played it. I never turned back, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, Marquis, no, I ain't gonna lie. Marquis be on to some things, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes Marquis, bro, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know those ghostwriters for artists and stuff? That's like you, bro. Like, you know how to pick the best deck in the format, bro. You just don't know how to build it correctly, bro. But I'll tell you what, the Vegito deck that I have, bro, shit.
No, you're literally retarded. The only reason why I don't have the best deck is because I'm not going to spit out the cash for the best.
Yeah. That's the thing. Hold on. Yeah. Let me share this. Let me share this to the groups real quick. Nah, that Vegito deck, bro. I ain't gonna lie. At first, I was sleeping at the. Ooh, what's up, Jason? Yeah, Jason, give me 5 minutes. I gotta share this so people could join. Nah, Marquis, I'll give it to you, bro. Like, whatever Marquis is playing, that format, look at the leader, bro. It's usually it's solid. Like, it'll get you far, bro. It'll get you far. His deck build might not get you far, but his idea may get you far, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I give you props, Marquis. Bro, someone is super echoing, B. Super echoing. Hold on, yeah. We'll start it at I guess 9:25. I gotta like share this to everywhere first, let people come in on the fun. Ba-ba-bum-bum-bum.
Man, hey, so many ugly fucking
Bro,
God.
you snap, bro.
Where'd that come from?
Bro, they can hear you on live, bro. Chill, chill, chill. But yeah, I'll give you credit where credit's due, Marquis, bro. You know how to. I'll tell you what, bro. You know how to like pick out the leader for the format. So don't say I'm ever a hater, bro, because I'm giving you props, B.
Man, you still
You're giving like
you're giving out the least you can do. It's literally the least you can do. You're giving
like a half
100%.
Just do what?
I said you're giving him like a half-assed comment. You're like, yeah, your leader is really good, but the deck building.
Nah. Marquise's ideas are usually really solid. Like his Green Goku build is really solid. There was just cards that he wasn't playing, and I told him like, Marquise, why don't you just play this card against me? He's like, what does that card do? I'm like, bruh, I'm no wonder you lost. Like his ideas be. When he played that Green Goku deck against me, bruh, it's solid. But then he just doesn't have like certain cards. I don't know if he just don't review the card pool or what, bro. Like,
that's the whole thing. Like I don't be paying attention. Like when I won back in Gen Con, it wasn't that many fucking sets.
yeah, it's not that many cards though back then.
Like, I know all the cards. Like I know all the cards. But as soon as I see a card, I'm like, oh, this is broken.
No,
And I was
yeah.
like, oh, people sleeping on it because I mean the same way as when we just played at Gamers. Like when we was just playing at Gamers, I'm like, oh yeah, this deck is amazing.
But at the
And I'm
same
like,
time, it's the way you explain the deck, bro. Like the
I'm
way.
like, oh, dang, that's
Nah. I'll tell you what, because Marquise, you're a hype man, bro. I'm a hype man too, right? But the difference between you and I, bro, you hype yourself up. Like you don't sell the deck, you just sell yourself. So I'm like, you know what? This is Marquise talking, bro. I actually picked up the Vegito deck. I was like, damn, this guy wasn't playing like that. That Vegito deck is something serious, G. All right, let's get to this real quick. All right, the Hill Twins said they're gonna join in like 15 minutes. So, all right, let's start by answering some questions. What's up, Steven? We have Eddie. The value of metal cooler is insane. Have you seen it? Nah. How much is the metal cooler? I'm probably guessing what $100. I wouldn't spend that much money on metal coolers, by the way.
Dalen Mack is trying to buy the metal coolers for $252 for two of them.
He's trying to buy two for $250 right now.
Two for $252.
Dalen, I got one. I got a playset, but I got an extra one, bro. What? You snapped. Yeah, that's what they're saying. I seen the comments. They say the value of metal cooler is insane.
Bro,
I have my.
bro,
I might get rid of my set though, 'cause I don't think I'm gonna be playing green.
if you didn't participate in Gen Con, you are dead.
Yeah,
And you know what? When we all told Juan to sell up sign up that day, he was like, nah, I'll wait. He was like,
Juan didn't sign up. Oh, that big guy Nick.
No, Juan didn't sign up. I was talking to him earlier, and he was just like, "Nah, I didn't get signed up in time." I was like, "He told you."
That guy Nick. I told everyone on Gamers and in that Gamers stream to sign up, bro.
I think he was a little salty because he had to play me, and I already beat him earlier. So
You had played him in Swiss and Top Cut.
Like, bro, I beat him. No, I beat him in we played it out. We played it out, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that was Swiss though. But shit, in Top Cut, you gotta go, man.
I'm dead. Bro, that boy killed Juan with a Zeno unison, bro. I was done for. You see that if I actually watched that game, I'd have realized the power of the actual leader itself. Yeah, Miguel, bro. Don't buy into the prices of the auction page, bro. Like the cards are good, but like I said, these things are going out in mass. After this week, you have a lot of promos going out. The only thing I'll tell you about it is people are gonna keep their set and sell what they don't want. So it might be hard, but I wouldn't just overgas it. Because if you pay for it right now, right, it's not going to come in time for the event. So don't just gas your money on those cards like that. Yeah. All right, but let's talk about Gen Con. You decide what you're going to play, Marquis? You really going with the Vegito still?
Yeah, I already. Yeah.
All 1, 2, 3, 4, all 4 days? No, no, no. I'll tell you, bro. Like I said, if I could get some of those cards, I have the Aboonies. I need like the common jackpot stuff. Like the Vegito deck, I'll tell you what, bro. I underestimated it. It's not till I played it. When you play that deck, you realize the power it is. 'Cause when you're playing against her, you see someone play it. The Vegito deck is like, huh, okay, cool. You're awakened turn one, that's fine, and all that good stuff. But when you actually play the deck, it's like, bro, you feel like you can't lose.
Yeah, no, seriously. Like most times, like the only times you already know. I already told you about.
What did you lose to?
I was,
Hold on. You were X1?
no. I'm talking about. No, I didn't lose to anybody. I was undefeated. The only thing
You was not undefeated, bro. You was not undefeated. Only Jonathan was undefeated that day.
No, I was undefeated. Everything else was tied.
Bro, if you have a tie, it's not undefeated. I don't know where that undefeated stuff comes from when you have a tie or two ties,
You're
but
crazy.
that's wild.
You're crazy.
So you only had one tie against Green Gohan?
I had one tie against Green Gohan, which I was winning that game. Green Team Gohan. That was the only real tie. You know what I'm saying? And that was because O2 literally slow play. How you go with time with Green Gohan, bro?
You should have called Judge, bro. It's not so play to be called Judge. That guy, oh, this man said 500 for Goku
literally,
H.
Okay.
This guy snapped.
If a man has to take like 5 or 10 minutes to make a decision, I'm literally gonna call Judge.
Nah, yeah. Like I tell you guys all the time, don't be scared to call a judge. But in speaking of calling judge, let's talk about the do's and don'ts for Gen Con. Let's break it down for you guys, right? So, Gen Con, in my opinion, it has a bunch of like stuff you can get. Do your stuff like you would in real life. Like, if you use, I don't know, man. If you use Vegek's ability, right, on the Awakened side, because you're playing Vegek's, first of all, make sure you do it in order. Draw first, and then mill your 5. And then after that, declare that your unison has double strike, and then play your cards. Because a lot of people like to mill and then play. You realize once you start playing those things from drop, you lose. Your whole auto's over. Like, that mill is after your auto's completed. So if you're playing with Jace, like I said, on the Awakened side, you draw first, you mill your 5, and then declare unison has double strike. If you don't, and someone says, hey, you never declared it, like, it's literally true. You didn't declare it. Or if the window passed, which if you start playing your Vegetas, your Trunks, your Kais, the window passed. You have to declare double strike. Finish your auto first. The next thing is, it's really huge. I know this sounds like really redundant, but the hidden Supreme Kai, the double strike, right? In this format, especially when baby's running around, it's really huge to declare double strike. Because a lot of times, I play it myself, the hidden, like the Supreme Kai, the one that gives a double strike, and I use it, and I intentionally don't say double strike, because I don't want them to get 2 likes. So I know I have a Bibbidi and another one in hand, right? So if they're at 3, I'm literally going to just combo out to make sure I only have 5 in hand. So next, I'm just going to blow you out with just the super common, another actual double strike. So I won't call it out, but please don't forget to call it out, because if you don't, a lot of people just take it. Like, it's just a lot of stuff you just have to realize. Another really big common one I see is that the new yellow sparking negate, the release from evil, it does not negate, guys. The dormant also does not negate. I've seen a lot of untechs. I just randomly joined matches under my alternate account because I don't want people to see what I'm playing, right? But I see a lot of matches, people use release from evil, and the person just stops. And I had to tell them, hey, listen, release from evil doesn't negate. And I tell them, dormant potential doesn't negate. Like, continue to attack. They still have to combo out of it or take the life. So
Those
it's
cards would be busted if they were.
yeah. Nah, it's like little stuff like that. Marquis, what have you been seeing, like, that people have been playing online? 'Cause I know you money match online, bro. You're savage. Well, like, what small stuff you see people do online that you just, I guess, would say don't do it because you will get got in this event?
Well, nothing really. Not on a reported. Not on how they're doing the online. Because honestly, it's just their word versus their word. The best advice I can give you guys is if you can record. So just record it.
One of your audios are like super off, bro. I don't know if you're far away from the mic or what.
No, the twins just joined.
Yo, can you hear me now?
Yeah. Hold on. Let Marquis finish what he was saying. Go ahead, Marquis.
All I was saying is if you guys can, just make sure you're recording the match when you're doing that, especially if you're doing a live video, and making sure their deck is 100% in the screen, and you can also see a little bit of, like you can see the whole deck in a little bit side. It's
You
very
talking about the
big.
webcam? You talking about the web? I'm talking about the actual like the untapped tourneys and stuff. This period, like the webcam events, in my
I
opinion.
know what you're talking about, but
All right, guys. Guys,
they're
wait. Fill me in real fast. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
We're talking about
We're
like
talking.
things that you've noticed, so that people who go to tournaments like to pick out. So like Eddie's example was double strike with Champa
Like
or
with the Kai,
his
right?
guy.
Another
Yeah.
thing, yeah, it's like the biggest thing I was trying to tell people, right? I don't know. I guess this is Eon. So the biggest thing I was trying to tell him is like the Vajeks. Oh, it's both of you. All right. The biggest thing I was trying to tell him, right? It's like the Vajeks, right? On the Awakened side, you have to finish your auto first before you start moving on to the next step. So technically, if you use Vajeks auto and you draw a card and you mill your 5 cards and you start playing your dudes from drop, you technically missed the opportunity and chose 0, and you did not give your units in double strike. You see what I'm saying?
the problem with that ruling right now is that it's going to be your word.
I mean, I think that's more so. I think that has more so to do with like not even player integrity, but player sportsmanship. Especially when using the deck sequence is extremely important because they are very specific on it. So there's a lot of other effects that exist where you can be very ambiguous with the timing. But in this specific case, you have to draw your cards to up to one of these units and you mill. If you mill and you start activating effects from drop, then you render that. And I think that this is important because a lot of players actually, they want access to decks that are going to be very powerful, but they don't really factor the ramifications behind using those decks. And that's why we see a lot of players pick up decks.
Yeah, that
That's
is
very
true.
interesting. So I guess we're basically just discussing like things that we should pick up on because of the induction to online events. Players can get away with certain things, and we still have to make sure that we're doing our due diligence to make sure we're being treated fairly during these games.
Well, the only way you can do your due diligence on that is literally if you're recording. So back to my topic.
Yeah, but at the same time, you can literally record your match. Like, I guess I see what you're saying. If you're playing on untap, like record the screen, I guess you could say, right? So you can actually show the judge. You can clip it real quick and show the. I see what you're saying. Now I thought you meant actually just record it, but yeah, if you're, yeah, that is good advice.
I get it, especially if you're doing whether you're doing untap, whether you're doing
The webcam.
both of them are like literally your word. And I mean, the other person is competing the same way as you, and they're gonna just be like, yeah, no, I did that.
Yeah, that is
I mean,
smart.
like-
So guys, you heard it. Make sure you sit there and hit the screen recording. That works. Cause you literally just clip it real quick and show it to the judge.
I mean,
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna.
communication is definitely a big part in it all. But players and people, right? They can definitely, take advantage of the fact that you're trying. Like, let's say you caught something, right? Like somebody puts a clear double strike. Normally a player's gonna say, "Hey, bro, like, no, I meant to do that. That's what I meant." So it is very easy for like something like online to get very messy with something like that. But it's all about integrity. You know what I mean? And I think.
But that also goes back to what Marquis was saying, because like literally, you can see it in a screen recording. Because if you're recording your screen, if you didn't say anything like that, because I was telling him earlier, there are certain times I'm playing Vajeks, and my opponents have 3 life, and I'll drop the Kai. That's why I play Kai over Champa, and I won't use double strike because I have another Bibbidi in hand and another Kai in hand to kill you for game. And I'd rather you just have that one card. Hopefully, it's not to negate and attack again and swing for game. So sometimes I literally just don't say double strike on purpose, and these guys still pick up 2 life. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? I did not say double strike, bro. Like, I don't know if they're trying to finesse or if it's like some miscommunication, because at that time and point, I don't say double strike, and I didn't say it for a reason. You see what I'm saying?
That's another issue, and that's a judge call. If we're in person and I didn't declare double strike, and I use a Kai, and my purpose is to not double strike you, but to get power.
Yeah.
Someone can definitely use that to your advantage. Like, let's say you're at 5, right? I mean, what's important is that you should double strike them, but for some reason you don't want to double strike. You don't want to give them too much. You don't want to give them too much cards in hand or what have you. And then they decide to pick up the double strike because it would suit them, as opposed to, or rather, let's say they're at 4 and you use the Kai for combo power to get them to 3 because you're going to triple strike them. And they take the double strike because it serves the purpose. The purpose is they're going to get triple strike regardless.
Yeah.
So they want to make sure they take that double strike.
Yeah.
that is a situation where that could be that can definitely be used in their opponent's favor. So I think like identifying that, a lot of integrity is definitely going to be tested out during these online events because it's easy for people to be disingenuous, right?
Mm.
And I think that goes with the character. Like, obviously, if you know a person who has good character, who doesn't have any issues any of this time, then you should be cool. I mean, when I was playing the online events, it was fairly good. Like, I played against a lot of people who very integral and they understood. And even when people made mistakes, if the mistake isn't going to cost you, it's fine. But if the mistake is indicative on the team and whether you're going to win or you're going to lose, then you misplay. And unfortunately, that misplay is going to put me in a better position. So I am going to call you out on that misplay and say, no, you did this, you didn't do that. So I do think players reserve the right to do that in terms of like, you can be fair with somebody. Like if someone forgot to activate an order or something like that, you can definitely say, okay, yeah, that's fine. They're attacking, right? No, I didn't attack with the guy. I meant to attack with the guy first. There's situations where you don't have to rule shot, but if it does not serve you, then you have to, if the mistake was made on an opponent and it does not serve you, then unfortunately you have to call it out. And it's they're very well responsible for that. You understand? And that's one of the things you all gotta understand. My opponent made mistakes, and I'm like, bro, it's fine. Like, playing, a lot of pressure, I understand. And there's times when my opponent made mistakes, and, it looks like a mistake going to be a way for them to gain advantage. And I'm like, no, bro, unfortunately, like, this is going to cost me the game. You misplayed, and that's not what you did. And that's what I mean about, being sharp. Because like, if you're sharp enough, you won't give the opponent any advantages to, proceed with the pace of the game. You understand what I'm saying? So, that's the most important part. We're not going in, right? No. This whoever. Okay, yeah. So,
Yeah, that makes sense. So,
yeah.
what are you and your brother considering playing for Gen Con? Because I know we had all the other guys talk about what they were playing. What do you guys? I seen you guys play a lot of Go Tanks, and we had requests of why are no Go Tanks videos. I'm like, personally, none of us play Go Tanks, but I know the Hill Twins do.
Yeah, I want to share this with you guys, and for everyone who's listening. A lot of people have very, subpar ideas of what Go Tanks was going to do. And this is all over the forum, all over Facebook. It's fair in the writing. People assume that Go Tanks weren't going to be good. Is Go Tanks the best leader in the game? No, I wouldn't say he's the best. I think right now the format is definitely triangular, and you have to be keen enough to identify this square-like, triangular-like format. You know what I mean? There's a lot of hype and a lot of different decks, but Gotenks is definitely up there with his capability. And when we speak about capability, we're talking about there's a lot of factors that contribute. So having a good hand, Gotenks is able to amass hands, right? Being generically good and gaining overall advantage throughout the state of the game, Gotenks is able to do that. So off of first hit, Gotenks doesn't seem too powerful. But when you utilize him with certain cards and certain combinations, Gotenks can be a very valuable leader, despite the meta being, head control, the jet, and burn, and stuff like that.
What do you think Gotenks' best matchups are?
We play Gotenks. Huh?
What do you think Gotenks' best matches are? Like your top three, like most favorite matches?
You said favorite matches or worst matches?
Top three favorite and top three worst.
So that's actually not too hard, but it's hard enough. And I'll explain it. So, Gotenks, right? And again, like, I could be playing Gotenks, or I might not be playing Gotenks, right? I know that.
I just stay because they ask us about Gotenks, and I'm like, literally, no one on the teams plays Gotenks besides you guys. Like, I saw you guys play it before,
I'll be honest,
so I'm like,
I've seen no one play Gotenks until we put them on the map, and that's just me.
Yeah. That's why I said I'm gonna leave it for you guys to talk about because literally no one on it plays Gotenks but you guys, bro.
Gotenks is gonna thrive in the area where decks are using extra cards to gain advantage, right? So like, obviously to some degree, when you look at the decks like the dual color, the Victory Strike, red blue deck. I keep forgetting the name of the deck. Yeah.
7.
Invoker, yeah.
You look at U7, that deck is fluent on, extra cards.
Yep,
And
yep.
funny enough, that matchup is a little peculiar because you got to be very careful with that deck. At the same time, you're going to gain advantage, but at the cost of you gaining advantage, your opponent is still playing with an advantage as well.
Yeah.
Because all the extra cards does something. Like, they're not just using a sensu bean, and it's like, oh wow, you untap the energy, cool, I'm going to draw a card. No, they're using an extra card, and you're either going to get blasted, or you're going to get your card dumped in the bottom of the deck, or you're going to get negated, and other enough battle cards are going to go to your hand, or they're going to be drawing 2. So while you're drawing 1, they're drawing 2 for 1 energy, and you have a lot of cards in your hand. So that card that draws 2, you have more than 10. You're going to have to shuffle until you have 10.
Yeah.
So Gold Tanks at any given time can have, by turn 4, or by the time he's awakened, he can have anywhere from 13 to 16 cards in hand.
That hand size is fat, bro.
That's a lot in hand.
I think it's fat, B.
That extra card on me, yeah, I get to draw 1, but I'm going to shuffle the same card that I drew. No. You shuffle first because that auto activates first. It's turn play auto. So you would shuffle the six cards in your hand, and you would draw 1. So you go back to 11. So to some degree, it's not too bad. But the matchup is very grim if you don't catch what you need exactly. And then it was about variants of Gold Tanks, right? Because there's different variants. We have yellow variant, we have blue yellow, we have other variants. I've been testing the fun green yellow version. It's been amazing.
My boy said green yellow.
Green yellow, yeah.
You snapped.
Green yellow. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. Because we be building wacky shit. Right?
Yeah.
Let's be honest. We be a very, very unique, bizarre, eccentric deck to some degree.
I saw that blue yellow y'all had. That thing was fire, B.
So that's definitely one of the matches that's in our favor. When you look at green right now, green is doing a lot, but a lot for a little. And if green cannot sustain what it's doing, then green can fall off. And that's one of the things, like I've noticed, playing against green and testing green myself, green is very explosive when they explode. Mm-hmm. But if they're not, gaining the type of momentum that they need, their mills are not the best with the leader, and they're not seeing certain cards, then you could overwhelm green, period. I mean, Bardock Ace is like one of the best cards in the game.
Yeah, still.
So, like, for 2 energy, I'm going to smoke your boots. You feel me? So, yeah, you come. You know what I mean? And then the free play capability and the Gold Tanks deck using certain cards is just too powerful. Like, the only thing, like, red matchups are tough because you have Vegeta exploiting the weakness. You have cards like Goku, the draft box 2 Goku. You can play him as deflect. You can't do nothing to him. He pops your board. You have cards like, Unison and free play Yamcha. And you have cards like Cooler to next the board. So, like, red can definitely play against Gold Tanks and do very well. And for some reason, red is able to keep up in hand too, which is pretty interesting. So, you also have cards like Jesus Christ, Brawly, the 1-drop crown, can go in your hand and can take certain things. You also got cards like the red Unison, Gold Tanks that for -2, I can go in your hand and snap your secret rare or snap the super combo. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of different advantages that red have. I think that red is actually red, blue, and red in general is a really powerful, still very, very, very powerful in this triangular / box-like format.
But the thing is, what red leaders are there? We still haven't seen. I don't think we've seen any red leaders, not including Invoker, obviously. Like any just red leaders dominant.
So I mean, we've been testing Hercule a lot. Hercule has his ups and downs. I really like him. I've grown to him because of what he's able to do. That deck in particular is doing something different. And you'll notice, even when you play the deck is good at what it does. So comboing out, it can combo out of a lot of different attacks, especially with the red blue super combos. Yeah. Just being able to untap your energy, helping him, draw a card and helping him have access to unbreakables or your pseudo combos. You have access to a lot in that deck, and he's, only thing that I can say is wrong with Hercule is that energy manipulation is not at its best, but you do have the super combo, which does help out a lot. So Hercule is definitely a deck that I personally think he'll twin stamp of approval. I think that it's a good red leader in this format. You have cards like, the Spark and Negate, but it's not really a negate. After Image helps you awaken, gives you Unison, extra cards, you get to neg things as well. It goes in, it's very synergistic with the aspect of the deck.
So that's why you saw like our build kind of motivated around negging things because I mean that's something that like I've had Eon tackle me with a Celzina at 40k and I made him 30k. I made him 10k for the duration of the turn.
She snapped.
Like I snapped like after image. And then in the battle, I'm doing 2 coolers. And there's one time where I actually just eradicated his stuff. He comboed out and I eradicated it. I did some crazy cool shit where like I went into the freezer 3-drop, put cooler back to my hand, free arrival cooler again, super combo, negged him, and it was just ridiculous. So red definitely has a capacity. I think finding the best red leader is the only difficult part about red actually being good.
Yeah.
And you see like certain leaders are not really relevant besides U7 because we've seen a decrease we've seen a decrease in support for like surgeon leaders. Like even with this new set, we got like a few arrivals. Arrivals wasn't really a big thing. That was a big thing back then. I guess they're trying to stray away from things like that a little bit. So again, red is good. Red has the capacity to be good. You just have to identify the right leader. There's another leader, but I'm not going to get into it because I don't know if I'm going to play it yet or not, but I've been testing it out, and it's very bizarre, but, like, it works together. Like, you see that deck and you say, wow, I didn't know this could work. That's actually insane. It's bad, but it's good. But it's more good than it's bad because of the synergy of the deck. But, so right now we're looking to play, I'll be honest, we wasn't going to take this serious at first because, like, it's online, like, everyone's, again, playing for the packs and stuff like that, but, like, there is prizes to be won.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So this should be taken very serious, and that's the problem with me and my twins. A lot of times we don't even take events seriously. Sometimes, like we've gotten to the level where like I know like if I stand in front of somebody, I know I'm thinking I'm gonna win more than I ever thought I was gonna lose. There's only a few players in this game that shakes the ground beneath me, and that's
like
Justin Rios, that's
Marquis.
Anthony Hernandez.
This is
Marquis,
good.
you said what?
Marquis snap.
Basically, that's players like so very, very formidable players. Marquis is definitely a formidable player, but I still think it's boost triplet. You know what I'm saying? Also, like I said, Justin Rios. Most of the guys on our team are pretty good, are really good actually. I'm not going to show come up at all. So and there's other competitive players out there. I'm not going to name people because I'm not going to give people free clout.
Yeah.
But there's very few people in this game that makes me shake. And I'm not shaking like a bee, but just like okay, I gotta take this very serious. So a lot of times we normally take things serious, but I think the thing how we're gonna take it serious, and it's better to say that we did good and that we won, as opposed to things that we didn't.
They didn't even take that seriously.
You snapped.
I mean,
My boy Bubbles,
was a
man.
joke, to be honest.
You snap, Marquis,
no, I mean,
man.
to be honest, again, even with the first match, like we didn't take it seriously. We was on KTM, and we was testing with the whole fucking team.
We don't talk about those days, bro.
It was bad. Like it was just bad. Like we were testing with a lot of bad players, and not to be rude or anything like that, but I like to test with people on my level because they're gonna make me pay for my mistakes. If I'm playing with people not on my level, I can develop bad habits, and that's the thing. Like you develop bad habits because you're automatically going to be in the league, so you can do lesser. Like when I play against Rio, when I play against Anthony, when I play against Marquis, when I play against Cap, when I play against like I said, Eddie, when I play against a few players in this community, I know that I don't have wiggle room to play around. Like I can't just have fun. I can't be like, well, let me do this for the sake of having fun. I'm like, no, I gotta take this serious. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I mean by that in terms of like not taking it serious.
Yeah.
They're gonna punish me for plays. I remember I'm gonna draw back this. I always talk to Rios about this, but Ian and Rios. And Rios looks to the judge after Ian coming out with a tie.
Bro, that was hilarious.
So Rios looks to the side.
He said
Does a double it. Judge is there. So I think it's safe to assume that
it's a single strike because he didn't say double strike. Judge said he didn't say it, B.
it's sick, exactly.
Bro, that was the ultimate punishment, bro. Yeah.
That was a fun highlight because like Ian still got the win in that match, which was pretty cool because we respect Rios as a player, one of the best in the game. And the fact that like he even caught onto that, like this is like we're in Top Cut, we're playing for the big change.
Yeah.
It's all respect, but I'm not gonna take advantage of the fact that I'm not gonna just give you that. Like I can't just give you the game. Like you're supposed to be good enough to not make a mistake to where I can capitalize. Even if you're in the lead, if you make a mistake and your opponent's able to capitalize from that, when there should be no reason why they should have, then that's your fault. And that's
like how I should have did at Gamers.
I ain't gonna lie. That's
I like that, my man.
yeah, no.
I'll show you this like a little But like I said, it's all good. You know, you scrape the rust off anyway. You did your shit out of it. So
I'm not gonna lie, that's a great point you guys brought up, bro. Because I see this a lot of times.
I'm gonna be honest. I do think that you should have gotten the game. But again, Duval is such a crazy, great, he's very, very powerful player. Very Duval is another player that like you're playing against him. If you make a mistake, he's gonna capitalize, and he makes little to no mistakes.
Yeah.
Like if he loses because of the fact that there was no way that he could have won. But he makes. I've noticed that even playing with him, he makes little to no mistakes. He's very calculative on his plays, and that's like I have to give that to him. A lot of people, you have to make sure that like when you're playing, you're calculating, and that's what's funny because something occurred and it was like, oh, you only had 2 cards in your hand, but it took you 30 seconds to make a decision. Yeah, because if you even with 2 cards in your hand,
it's
you
huge.
can make a comeback. You should not be rushing into any decision that you're going to pay for in the form of losing the game at any point. Otherwise, you're bad. And I'm sorry to say, but that's it. Like you have to understand it's different. There are levels to it. People that are good in this game are good because there's levels to it, and they understand the levels to it. When you look at top players, you look at players who are good. You got other people on different teams. Some of the people from the Boys, most recently known as the Boys, but they were.
That guy said the boys did. We don't talk about those either.
Yeah, they're bad. No, I'm joking. They're bad. Nah, they I fuck with them, but yeah, even then, like playing against certain people in this game, you know that they're being very cognitive. You have to play 2 to 3 steps ahead of your opponent, and a lot of people are not doing that. They're just saying, okay, snap the light. They're just saying, do this, okay, do that, and they're not thinking about the repercussions of their actions, and that's what's causing them to just get bodied. So I think that's very important information that everyone should know. If you're trying to elevate your game, you need to be thinking. Now, should you be thinking that takes too long? No. You have a lot of people in this game that think a little bit too long, but you should be thinking in a capacity where you can analyze your thoughts. Like, think about what you're thinking about doing. You know what I mean? Before you do it.
Yeah, but a quick point I wanna annotate on what you said earlier. It's like, cause I know a lot of people are gonna choose to play on Untap, right? And the thing about Untap, it's known as the testing grounds. But one thing you got to realize about Gen Con, it's not testing. So I see a lot of people just, you know what, that wasn't right. Do this, do it this way. In an event like this where you actually get stuff that's actually worth, I mean, I did the math. It's worth just under $1,000, bro. Like all those champ packs and stuff you get, bro. Like it's actually worth money. So in an event like this, I don't think you can just coach your opponent to win. If they misplay, bro. Like you can coach them to win, but hey, you might as well just, I don't know why you even enter the tournament. You see what I'm saying? Like if they mistake, you just gotta capitalize on it. It's like, bro, I'm sorry. It's a learning point, like for everyone. Just move on to the next one. Like that's just how it is.
I mean, I think that everyone should be joining these events, especially if you want to go plus with the event pack.
Yeah.
Like you said in the other stream, you said joining Gen Con 4 days, or you're gonna get over $1,000 worth of product. So definitely important that the people who is in, because they are going to go plus because this product isn't as available as it would be had things been different with the COVID-19. But it's important because like even if you're gonna drop, I mean you don't have to play. You could drop, but I still would encourage people to join these.
No, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
Premier events, the events, forum, CCC events. Because pricing is available, and we don't have access to these things, right? Like,
yeah.
Some person said, well, let's just all stop playing until COVID is done, and it's like, well, you can do that.
For real, B.
I mean, some of our main hobbies, like, a lot of people, do things like have really bad hobbies. I would say games. This is our game, right? This is our chilling on the block, right? You got people who sit on the block. You got people who move weight. You got people. This is that specific thing. You know what I mean? For like cards, my family knows, my girlfriend knows, my mom knows. Like, I'm playing cards. I'm going to events or I'm playing in general. It's something serious. It's my hobby that I take serious because, for one, it's something I've been doing all my life. So it's something that I value, and it's your hobby. So I'm not gonna just stop playing. Like Untap and online tournaments, I went live not too long ago, a couple months ago actually, when we were first talking about online events, and I said, well, I don't agree with it, but if this is a way for us
to keep going
sort of
at the time,
normal like thing this year when it comes to cards, then sure. Because my last event that I went to was Vegas.
It was TOP, yeah. That's a while ago, bro.
We went to Florida this year. I think we went to Florida. We went to TOP. And
Florida was last year, B. That's a while ago.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And so, two events, bro, this shit is like crack to me, man. I need my head. You know what I'm saying?
Snap.
Like, you know what I mean? And that's why we try to get these off the hype sessions out to you guys. Because it's in real life playing cards. Like, it's a much different aspect. Like, factors are much different in real life versus on top. Like, you know, sequence, playing the game, cards, and randomness, everything is much different. Like, if you don't shuffle your deck good enough, you're not going to draw good enough, right? And on tap, it's going to shuffle it, it's going to randomize it as best as possible. Like, if they're not going to be in order, right?
Yeah.
To piggyback off you, it's also like you learn more from seeing your opponent and seeing how they're like how they react to certain things that happen. And just like if you play on untap and you're testing, like you don't see that. They could literally hide that they're hiding like 3 negates. But like if
exactly.
you're
Like, you know, exactly. Sorry to cut you off, but I was on the book for that as well. Exactly. Body posture, you know, facial expression, all of these things we take into account. Like, and it's funny because like you can be doing a no mix-up where like you're making things like, oh my god, you know what I mean?
You're trying to sell it, yeah. Some people sell it a little too hard, bro. Yeah.
Or like you take one life because the attacker, you're hesitant because it's like, damn, I don't have nothing in my hand until I release this life. And you're like, screw it, I'm gonna take it, knowing that you got 4 super combos, 3 pseudo combos, and you got 150K in your hand, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we've all been in those situations where we egged our opponent on by like suggesting that like, oh my god, this attack is really bad. Which every attack should be bad for you because every attack is potential damage. So you're not wrong. You know, I'd rather not be attacked than to be attacked. But you know, again, you know, just certain things like you pick up even with your opponent, like if they take a life and they like, you know, they make a facial cue where it's like, okay, damn, they just caught a cell Zeno. That's a potential. That's a pot.
Yeah, some people can't hide it. Yeah, that is true.
Exactly. No, a lot of people have grown to not get excited. A lot of people have grown to control their their playing antics and their body language. But still, again, in person is just so much more different. You gather more. You can gather intel from your opponent by just the way they play, by the way they sit. I can tell the type of person I'm playing by certain things. It's weird, bro.
Yeah, you can tell by their body
combo
actually.
something real fast, or they just take the light real fast. I'm like, yeah, this guy's a very risky player. He's not here. You know what I mean? Like, there's certain things that so I know I can go in for a double strike, and the propensity of him taking that is very high.
Yeah.
Because I've seen the way that he grabs his life, like
Nonchalant, bro. Just all right, cool. B next. Yeah,
but yeah.
that was pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean, as of right now, I don't really know what I'm playing. I still got into 12 tomorrow to determine what I'm playing, right?
You snap to wait to the last second though, bro.
I mean, I
think you have to turn in your decks.
Nah, you have till 12. You have till 12 p.m. tomorrow.
No, it's 12 tomorrow.
Yeah.
How is it tomorrow if tomorrow we have to play?
No, it starts at 6, but you have till 12 p.m. Yeah, pretty much lunchtime. You have till lunchtime to upload your deck.
Turn in the day before.
No, bro. For Marquis. The same way you don't read your contract is the same way you didn't read the gen contract, bro. It literally says 12 p.m. It says it right there in black and white, bro. 12 p.m.
Nah, it does, Marquis.
Like, no. No cap.
This is over 100% event. Do player incentives get their shit?
Do what?
This is over 100% event. Do players get paid out?
Players get paid out on the alternate event. It's right there. The same way I just said. The same way to read your contract. Go read your contract, B. You snap.
But no, this is an official event, Marquis. In first place, you're getting paid out. Like,
no, you gotta, I signed up for extra shit. I want extra payout.
I mean, whatever event you hit,
we're gonna have to look at how many people actually drop and actually how many people are gonna be actually playing because they have to play 2 rounds. I believe it said you have to play at least 2 rounds for 2 minutes.
And it's a good time to be a part of the team. But it's a good time for initiates to play it right now. Right now, you get the hat and the mat and the package. I sent Eddie.
Thank you for saying that. I had to message someone today, and I just not remember.
Yeah, so it's a really good time to be initiative player. We can melt.
That sounds like a low-key shout out to me.
Listen, y'all can reach out to Nicholas. He's an initiative player. And I know it's funny because I reached out out to you guys more in the chat about when my next session was. I'm not gonna do it on the stream. What the hell? Oh my god, ew. But yeah, so, but yeah, it's a good time to be in this player right now. Especially if you think you got what it takes. That's some free money in your pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some free plus. It's like taxes, you know, invest and.
This guy said it's like taxes. I'm dead.
But yeah. Yo, Marquis, I think me and I should be coming down to you maybe next week. You know, spring.
But all right, any last words before Gen Con? Because I'm about to log off in a little bit, bro. I'm fucking tired.
Well, thanks everybody for joining the stream. Team Foes, where it's at.
Marquis, I know you want to or Hill Twins. Make sure you check out their Facebook page and their House of Hype Sessions. All right, Marquis, go ahead and drop the Zeno Black Market, bro, so we can be out.
You already know. Make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to Zeno Beat on YouTube. Make sure you also check out Team FOE on YouTube. Look at my deck profiles. They do get posted there first, but then I do a breakdown on mine, so you can be on both channels to make sure you get the whole deck profile and how to play it as well. Also, make sure you join Zeno Black Market on Facebook. We are about to actually go live right now. Full game, and it's going to include an SCR and a full box.
You snap. What time is that pool game going live?
You said what?
When are you doing the pool game? You would have to do it tonight. You got to do it either tonight or next week. Because when Gen Con's out, no one's going to really focus on pool games.
Everybody's gonna.
Yeah, everyone's gonna be playing, bro.
Time for that.
You're crazy. Everybody's gonna be a full game. You put a whole bunch of crappy cards in there, and then you just pull off one championship packs. There's gonna be one winner.
You snap.
One winner.
Yeah, that's after Gen Con. That's what we're trying to
Tell
say.
you a little
Yeah.
story that
But-
his first full game that I've ever participated in. I pulled a Bardock Raiders War Cry off the first full game.
Yeah. And
Bro.
I think I felt bad for
Yo,
him.
Marquis Fig snapped on you. Marquis said, therefore, can you tell me why Marquis reminds me of a 50-year-old uncle who doesn't know how to, who doesn't know how computers and can't read contracts, man? Oh, I'm dead. But, all right, boys. We'll see you at Gen Con. We'll probably hit you with a Gen Con review, all the top deck lists. Everything will come up soon. If you have any questions, feel free to PM me or PM anyone on the team. See you guys.
Hopefully everyone is, prepared.